I moved it over just a little bit to get a little bit of a different angle. I really wanted to move it the other way, but it's a train wreck over there. I just can't keep this place clean. I yesterday attempted to clean up and I made it worse, which I typically do. It always is worse before it gets much cleaner, but um, pretty much I just made it worse. And then I gave up. I had fun with the 70s questions, and I have some more too today. I put my stuff up on eBay. I didn't get any bids, any bites, which, is fine. Well, not really, but, you know. But I bought a few things. Isn't that always how it works? Where's my stuff for yesterday? I wanted to get watch pieces for some of the assemblage stuff I wanted to work on, so I bought, I wanted to get, and these are just, I hate that this camera doesn't focus better. But I just got little parts that I thought I could use in pieces, and some of them are just really cool parts. These are all like just little watches. This one's neat. It's got initials on the inside and then the name Lee on the front, engraved. So it's but the watch is gone. And I didn't spend a lot of money on these. I just spent I think this one was like $9, and this other box that I got, which has different watch parts, because I just like the small pieces that I thought, well, I could just buy a bunch of small things. For $12, I can make some of this work. So, but a lot of these, they're just so cool, I think. Just little watch faces. Some of them are, different shapes and stuff. And there's got a whole bunch of those. And then just different parts of wristwatches, bands that I don't really care so much about. It was more the faces of the watch and some of just the outsides. So those are cool. I'm excited about that. I need to kind of do something with them. And, I just added to the pile on my desk is all I did. I need to get some boxes and organize this stuff. Yeah. But I just have 4 questions today. Let's see what the first one will be. What did you cook in your first microwave oven? We did get a microwave oven in the 70s, and it had the big dial. It was huge, and it had a dial, and you could just turn it to however long you wanted it, and it would go. We thought that was the coolest thing. And in the summer, I don't know how we got on this kick. We would core out an apple, put cinnamon and butter in it, put it in the microwave for, I don't know, a couple minutes, I guess, and we'd make a nice hot cinnamon treat. We went through a lot of apples that summer, so that was our thing. When you're kids, we were cooking. We were making meals. Yeah. We also thought we were cooking when we fried bologna, which you couldn't pay me to eat that now, but we did when we were kids. And when we put it on the little pan and cooked it, we thought we were gourmet. We really did. Things you do in the summer. Because we were just at home. If you had a lunchbox, what did it look like? I had a Partridge Family lunchbox for a while, and then I don't really remember. I know I had one after that, but I don't remember what it was. Or I may have had a couple after that, but I think they were more just design. I don't think they were TV shows. But I wish I still had my Partridge Family lunchbox. What were the best TV dinners? I don't think there were best TV dinners back then. They were, I I don't know why we liked eating them, because they weren't very good, but I don't know, because we actually got to eat on the TV tray in front of the TVs. That was a treat, and that was when my parents would go out. And we were old enough not to need a babysitter because my older brother and sister would be home. So my younger sister and I, So yeah, it was probably more of a treat because we did get to eat in front of the television, which we never were allowed to do. We had a little table and we would sit there, and I don't know how we managed that, but we did when they were going out. But the the dinners I remember was like a Salisbury steak or something really weird with mashed potatoes, peas, and pudding. And you'd cook it all. And one side would be scalding hot, and the other side would be hard as a rock, frozen. And for whatever reason, it was always the mashed potatoes seemed to be frozen like a rock, and the pudding was like lava. I don't know how they figured that, but yeah, it was always a little iffy, but we ate them. If you were a latchkey kid, was it a positive or negative experience? And I pulled this question because we were the opposite of latchkey kids in that we didn't have a key to the house. Which, you would think, oh, great, somebody was always home. But the downside was the door was always locked, first of all. And it was a little embarrassing when, you'd be at a friend's house and they would drop you off and you had to ring the doorbell of your own house. And, most of the dads that would bring me home would wait till I got in the door because, that's just nice, right? So, I'm looking like I'm looking for my keys, and I'm doing all that theatrics. Just not to be embarrassed, ring the doorbell and you have to wait, and somebody would come, but it was embarrassing to not have a key to your own house until I was in high school, I think. And then to make matters worse, the back door was usually unlocked. It was in the gate of the fence area. So that door was typically left unlocked during the day because the dog was in and out and, whatever. So if you could get to the back, you could just walk in and not have to have a key. But my dad locked the side gate that took us to the backyard from the front because, he didn't like us tracking mud in from the side of the house. So he locked it. And the other side of the house was had a stone wall, so you couldn't get to, unless you climbed the wall, to the back. And that was problematic. And then all of our neighbors had the houses, they were all adjoining except for a couple. And that was, essentially you had to walk around the block to get to the house from the back, which, also you didn't want to do when somebody was dropping you off, because that's, the dad's like, where's she going? What's going on? What's happening? And yeah, I hated that. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, just 4 little questions today. So I'm starving. I'm going to go have dinner.